Hey yo, we locked in. It's due season. It's your boy Carl Anthony. Look, I'm making this video about my bad, female nature and why you should start worrying about it. Okay, look. Of course, you need to have some kind of understanding of women to deal with women. But when you focus on all your energy on learning female nature, you're not learning your own nature. Like, if you're beta and you want to learn female nature, you got to become alpha first. Because learning female nature, you already know female nature because you guess what? You're operating in it. You're operating in female nature, whether you know it or not. If you're beta, you're operating in female nature. You got feminine qualities about you because your mind has been steered to be that way by this, patriarchal society. Matriarchal society. The role of the man has diminished over the years. It started when men went to war and they started promoting women going into the workforce. Okay? Now, I'm not saying in this day and age you don't need a woman that's on her stuff and that's working and, getting money herself. That's not what I'm saying. But when women were left home to fend for themselves and while the man was at war protecting the country, women took the roles of the man and the woman. In the black community, women were doing that, as well as, the welfare system creating a society where you couldn't get the money from the state that you needed if you had a man in the house. So marriage was a no-no. Having a man just present in the house, that's a no-no. So we've had a cycle of single motherhood in the black community. And we got single mothers raising boys, but raising them with their own knowledge, not with the knowledge of a real man. Now, some women have done the best that they can. I'm not saying that we can blame women for everything. We can't, because we got to be in our rightful place as men. But the only way you can be in your rightful place is to become the man that you're supposed to become. All right? I remember growing up, the older guys would tell us, man, y'all should be smashing everything in sight. Teaching young dudes how to have no discipline, with their lower half. Promoting male promiscuity. Promoting a Jezebel man. And a lot of men these days think that sleeping around makes you alpha. But no, it's a lot of betas that are sleeping with numerous women. It's a lot of beta males that are sleeping with numerous women. They got alpha traits, but they're really not. Because if you got a woman taking care of you, if you living with a woman and you're not contributing, if you riding in a woman's car while she go to work and you stay at home and play 2K, but you knocking her off, you may be imprinting her, you still beta. If you need allowance from her, you still beta. If you don't have your own, you are still beta. If she pumps the gas in her car while picking you up from wherever you got to go. And pays for the gas too. You're the beta. You're the woman. And most guys ain't being taught that. You know, we taught to just spread our seed around all over the place. There's so many babies just running around in the neighborhoods, just frolicking everywhere with no guidance, no man in the house, no structure. It's a proven fact that kids who have a father, a present father in the house, succeed much more than a man who doesn't. Now, I grew up with two women in the house, a mother and my grandmother. One thing my mother didn't do was baby me. Now, she spoiled me a little bit. I did have a little spoilage, you know, like I didn't have the best discipline when it came to like being organized and things like that. But I didn't get away with stuff. Like I got whoopings back when you could, whip your kids without going to jail. And I think it made me a better man because I never got whipped for the same thing twice. Mom used to tear me up. If I did something wrong and she whipped me for it, I never did it again. Facts. So that's one of the things, like, my grandmother was from the South, and she was tough as nails. She tried to be as tough on me as possible, knowing that my father wasn't really around the way he should have been. She used to make me do stuff, chores, and, help her out with stuff. I learned a lot of stuff from my grandmother. I was, especially once she retired, but I was lacking in some departments of manhood, like I was in high school a little fearful of talking to girls, just fearful of rejection, didn't know how to approach. And if it wasn't for my uncle, who's like 3 years older than me, he kind of was the catalyst for me to, find my true self and build my confidence up. Now, female nature, it's a lot of people on YouTube promoting, like they're teaching about female nature, and that's cool. I'm not saying there's something wrong with that. It's not really something wrong with that, but if your main focus is female nature and you don't have your stuff together first, what are you going to do with that? What are you going to do with that knowledge? How is it going to serve you? You ain't got a good job. You don't have any savings. You're still beta. You live with your mama. What else? You don't have to stand on your word. You got to get those things in order first in order to get over that hump. In order in order for female nature to make sense to you. In order for you to not be thirsting after a woman's attention. Man should never thirst for a woman's attention. Women are attention seekers. You got to learn how to be stoic. You got to learn how to think logically. If you're a beta male, more than likely you are emoting like a woman. And if you're emoting like a woman, why would a woman really want you? She can have her girlfriend for that, her little friends for that, Like, that's why beta males get left for the alpha presence in a man. And everybody who has an alpha presence is not all the way alpha. If you're not self-sufficient, or if you're not even on a path to being self-sufficient, whether it be a good job or a career or, a business, if you're not on that path, you can't be completely alpha. You can have some alpha traits, but you can't be completely alpha. Now, Where does semen retention fall into this? Because a man who can discipline himself with the seed, who doesn't spread it around to everybody, is a man that can be in control of his own destiny. It's a man who can walk with intent, have direction, be on a path and stay on that path, and guide a woman the way she should be guided. Women are to be guided, okay? The way the Most High made it is for him to be first, you to be second, the man, woman to be third, and then your children if you have children. That's the order. But these days, we damn near put a lot of, especially if you're really beta, you putting your woman over God and over yourself a lot of times. God is an afterthought. That's got to change. If you're young, if you're in your 20s, teens, look, I know, man, some of you worried about your guys clowning you for not digging out everything that you see. You better smash that. No, you don't have to. You can have some discipline. You can be choosy. A high-value man is choosy with what he does, What's the difference between you and a thought if you acting just like her? If you just, dipping with no respect, no regard for your own self, you know what I'm saying? You got to set the standard, because if you want to attract the right kind of woman, you gotta be the right kind of dude. Seriously. And half of the time when you focus on female nature only, right? Most guys only want to improve for women. That's how you know that, that's when you know it won't stick. Do you really think the Jeff Bezos of the world, the Bill Gates, the, Elon Musk, do you really think that they're solely focused on female nature? Mm-mm. Do you think they got billions because of female nature? No. They had their own purpose and path, and they stuck to it. You can gain the world if you stay on your path, okay? And I mean the world is meant for you. I don't mean just everything in the world. I'm just saying you can gain what's meant for you if you stay on your path. You got to do it, bro. So use semen retention as a tool for spiritual enlightenment, physical enlightenment, like physical discipline, mental discipline, just to be able to stick to something. And man, bro, if you need some money and you broke, well, what kind of real woman is gonna want you? If all you got to offer is your stick, if all you got to offer is that, you can dip in something. Yeah, you can get sex. Sex is easy to get these days. Like, there ain't no real standards out here, man. There ain't too many women you can find with true standards, So yeah, you can get it, but it ain't gonna really fulfill you. It may fulfill your pleasure, but it ain't gonna really fulfill you. It ain't gonna really make you whole. You know what I'm saying? So, man up. Be disciplined. Stick to your guns. Build your bread up. Retain. Find your purpose. Keep your mind sharp. Smarten up. Period. I'm telling you, man. And guess what? Your attraction, your ability to attract everything, not just women. We ain't into attracting men, but I'm talking about Like, your ability to track the things that you want in life will happen a lot easier when you are on your path. Don't forget to like my video, subscribe, leave a comment, man. And my email is in the description below. If you got a question that you want to ask me in depth, I will go in depth with you via email. We can chop it up for free. Hey, it's your boy, Carl Anthony. Peace.